we are traveling back in time. Back in time. Back in time. Back in time. Good morning, PAFW family and friends. We have traveled back in time to ancient Greece. Now, a year ago, when I first did in the early classes, I talked about early Greek theater, but I couldn't do it the way I wanted to. But now, since I've had a year of making classes and I could do this the way I wanted to, we're doing a Tuesday trivia class all based on ancient Greek theater, which is what ancient Greece they consider the birth of theater. So we travel back in time to ancient Greece. So before we get started with our class today, you know what we do? We gotta move it and groove it. So we're gonna move it and groove it, and then we'll get started with class today. Greek theater music going, ancient Greece music from ancient Greece. Imagine yourself back in ancient Greece is a great way to use our imagination. Okay guys, if you can see, I'm standing in front of the Dionysus Greek theater. Dionysus is the god of theater and wine, the Greek god of theater and wine. I'm wearing a toga, and if you look, this is an open air theater where there are seats going up, and the stage is right in the middle of the circle, right in the middle. And then behind me is green and mountains. The Greek theaters were open air, and theater festivals were held each year in ancient Greece in honor of the Greek god Dionysus. I'm standing, like I said, in the Dionysus ancient Greek theater. I'm on the stage, which was called the orchestra, where the actors would perform. It was called the orchestra. Keep that in mind. The stage where the actors performed was called the orchestra, and where the audience would sit, that was called the theatron, which is now a word for theater. So the audience would sit right here, going up these steps, and they're like little seats. That is called the theatron. So again, the actors would perform on the orchestra, and the audience would sit in the theatron, which is the steps right here, and there was also something called the skiing house, which I have right there, and that was where the actors would change their clothes. It would be kind of like a modern day dressing room, and those would the modern day, which we now call the dressing room, but then we call the skiing house, and those were two houses on the side of the theater where the actors would change clothes and have other costumes. So again, the place that the actors would perform is called the orchestra, where the audience would sit. It got the theatron, and the skiing houses were places where the actors would have their costumes and would change clothes before they came onto the stage. Alright, so remember those three things. Alright, so let's get to our Tuesday trivia questions for today. Okay, question number 1. The word thespian, which is an actor, there are a lot of thespian clubs and high schools and community theaters. The word thespian is named in honor of the first Greek actor Thespis. Is that true or false? Again, the word thespian was named in honor of the first Greek actor Thespis. Is that true or false? Let's go to the answer. Congratulations, guys! If you said true, you are right. The word thespian, which is used a lot today, there are thespian clubs in colleges and universities and high schools, and that was named in honor of the Greek god, the first Greek actor rather, Thespis. If you guessed true, you're right. Congratulations. Question number 2. As I said, the Greek theater, the theater were theater festivals, there were competitions held in honor of the Greek god Dionysus. Okay, were these festivals held during the day or at night? Okay, so the question is, were the Greek theater festivals back in ancient Greece held during the day or at night? And then we go to the answer. Congratulations, guys! If you said day, you're right. The Greek theater festivals were always held during the day. You can see they were always open air theaters, so they were held during the day. And there was no roof or no ceiling, so the Greek theater festivals were always held during the day. You can see them outside. There are mountains and grass behind me. So if you get day, you're right. Congratulations. Question number 3. True or false? Ancient Greek theaters could hold up to 15 to 20,000 people. Is that true or false? Ancient Greek theaters could hold from 15 to 20,000 people at the audience. Do you think that's true or false? Look around at where I am. Do you think that's true or false? Let's go to the answer. Congratulations, guys! If you guessed true, you're right. An ancient Greek theater could hold from up to 15 to 20,000 people. That's a lot of people. Alright, let's go on to question number 4. Okay. The Greek theater mass. Question number 4. The theater mass in Greek theater stand for comedy and tragedy. Is that true or false? The Greek theater masks, and we see them today, they're part of the SAG Awards. The theater masks, they stand for comedy and tragedy. Is that true or false? And let's go to the answer. Congratulations, guys. If you get two, you're right. Very good. Question number 5. Question number 5. Ancient Greek plays that have an actor and a chorus. About how many they would have a solo actor and a chorus would be a group of actors. About how many actors would be in the chorus? 12, 14, 15, or 17. Okay, again, ancient Greek theater where they had an actor and then they would have a chorus with a group of actors. How many actors would be in the chorus? 12, 14, 15, or 17? Let's go to the answer. Congratulations, guys. If you get 15, you're right. Good. Alright. Let's go on to our final question. I think I got my numbers up. This is our final question before the bonus round. True or false? Both men and women could perform in early Greek theater. Is that true or false? Again, true or false? Both men and women could perform in early Greek theater. Is that true or false? And I go to the answer. Congratulations, guys. If you said false, you're right. In ancient Greek theater, only men were performed. And there was a multiple characters. That's why actors and choruses wear a lot of masks. And they would change masks to play different characters. But it was only men. And again, where they would come on stage and go off stage and change their costumes and masks would be in the screen house, which I talked about earlier. So, the answer is false. Only men in ancient Greek theater performed on stage. Alright, let's go to our bonus round! Alright, good. Bonus question number 1. I talked about this earlier in the class, so if you remember. What was the name of the area where the actors would perform? What was that called? The area where the actors were performed. What was the name? I'll give you a hint at that. I talked about it at the beginning of class, so the answer is on the tape. Let's see if you can remember. What was the name of the area where the actors were performed? Alright? Good. Alright, and bonus question number 2. This, if you want to, you can research and you can type it in to Google if you want to, or ask Alexis. Name a ancient Greek playwright. Alright, it can be anyone. So name an ancient Greek playwright. That's bonus question number 2. Name an ancient Greek playwright. So again, if you're going to ask Alexa, name an ancient Greek playwright, or if you're going to look it up on Google, an ancient Greek playwright, doesn't matter what one it is, just name one of them. You can send me those answers at my email or leave me a voicemail. So again, bonus question number 1 was, what was the name of the area in the theater where the actors would perform? Bonus question number 2, which is a little bit more research, to either ask Alexa or look it up on Google, is name a Greek playwright. Alright guys, thank you for joining me in Ancient Greece. I'll be back in the 21st century tomorrow for our Motivation Wednesday class. Let's end it the way we begin it, with a little more dancing and moving and grooving to some ancient Greek music. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bonus question number 1. What was the name of the area where the actors would perform? Bonus question number 2. Name an ancient Greek playwright. You don't have to do both of these. If you guys don't want to, you can just do one. And remember, question number 1, the answer is at the beginning of the class. And email answer to dejclass@gmail.com, or text or leave a voicemail at 323-364-2478. Love and miss you guys.